Hello everybody, and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim! Oh, it's been a long time, hasn't it? It almost feels like coming home, it really does. So, as we saw in the prologue, Elwynn just about ready to retire, kick back his feet in the College of Winterhold, start planning the creation of his museum, his emporium, but no. Life would be far too easy, wouldn't it? Instead, he was attacked by cultists in Whiterun. Some mention of a Lord Miraak and Solstheim. Now that is where we are headed. Brelyna in tow. Obviously a bit apprehensive, dragging her heels, as is usually the case. Yes, so that is where we're going. I thought we were going there. Maybe we've come to the wrong side of this river. I think we might have done actually. Should have gone to the docks, but there you go. Nothing that a quick swim won't assist in. So before coming here, of course, going back from Whiterun, we had a few preparations to make. Elwynn just popped into the college to tell members of staff what he was planning on doing, giving instructions that should we not return from our little jaunt into Solstheim within, say, 60 or so days, that Tolfdir would be put in charge. Bear with me here. Oh. Well, that's a good start. A delayed shout. It's too late, Elwynn, you're already wet. Obviously he's a little bit rusty, shall we say. He's had a bit of rest and time off since defeating Aldrin, and well, need we say more?
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Oh, isn't that marvellous? Well, thanks buddy, we'll just pack our bags and we'll go back to the college then, eh?
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Come on. Why?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
Elwynn commanding here. He's not messing about. Lord Miraak has summoned some cultists to attack me. He claims to be the true Dragonborn. You are going back, my friend. You are taking me to Solstheim, and as the Archmage of the college, I'm pretty much commanding you to do so.
Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
Have you been listening to me? I've just told you you are. The cultist you brought tried to kill me. Okay? So you're taking some responsibility for that. And your repayment? Simply taking me there, and then we'll wipe the slate clean.
Alright, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself.
Thank you. Come on, Brelyna. The seas await. Ooh, look at this. We're getting to watch the trip in.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I'll certainly do my best. Raven Rock. Search for information about Miraak. Oh no, the game hasn't crashed on me, has it? No, please tell me. Oh, okay. Gonna say it's a great start to proceedings. We get here and the game bugs out on us. Who's this guy?
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions.
State my intentions. Okay. Now we don't want to go blabbing about our business to random strangers the first moment we come here, so we're just playing a bit coy until we get some further information ourselves. We're just looking for work. Look at me dressed in my archmage robes as if I need to look for work, but yes, I've just come for a bit of work, a bit of an exploration trip. I've heard Solstheim's a nice place.
You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
Ooh. Questions? Brelyna? No, not for now.
Remember, we're watching you.
Likewise, I am watching you too.
We were delayed by bad
Right,
weather.
come on, Brelyna, let's get off this boat. I'm feeling a bit queasy. The rocking motion. And, ooh, look at this guy. Ooh, very nice attire.
We've got our eyes on you.
Have you? I can't see your eyes. Alright, whatever. So, I'm sure Brelyna feeling a little bit at home
They say
here.
the best sujamo I've ever tasted over the French Neche. Worth every coin.
Sujama. I'm sure this evening maybe Brelyna will give Elwynn the lowdown on the Dunmer traditions, customs, any potential things that he should be aware of. But for now, it's all rather strange. Oh, for God's sake! Shut up, phone. What's wrong with you? No, I'm busy. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see if we got a map. I'm a bit overwhelmed, really. So here we are, Raven Rock, some kind of a settlement. It's a place to get our bearings. We can go back to Skyrim, I think, should we wish to do so at the drop of a hat. Let's see how big this place is. It's not massive, I don't think, but big enough for Elwynn to partake in his foray and explorations, picking herbs and all that sort of jazz. Right, well, we'll just go with the flow, just see what's around here, and tombs, okay.
As the wife to the second councillor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Greetings!
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost.
Lost? You mentioned something lost? What have you lost?
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
Was it aboard a ship?
Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
Oh, how do you know that?
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second councillor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Second
You
councillor?
aren't here with bad news regarding my husband, are you? I couldn't bear it.
Who exactly is your husband?
Admiral Arano, second councillor of Raven Rock. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday.
Oh, that's a bit of a harsh comment, isn't it? Who are we to comment on her husband and how much she worries about him?
My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
If you want supplies, talk to Ferris.
Oh,
He'll set
okay.
you up with whatever you need.
So we can ask various people about Miraak, but we're just gonna get our bearings first. Maybe do a odd quest or two for some of the locals, build up some trust with them first before we start blabbing about Lord Miraak. But if she expects us to go diving into the depths of this sea here, looking for folios, she really picked the wrong person to talk to about it, didn't she? Because I don't see Elwynn doing that. But you never know. There are ways and means. Anyway, we're just going to go over to this shiny thing, this green light. See what it is? This is the thing that most caught my eye coming in here. Oh, lone roots, spiky grass, and so the grand gathering of herbs commences once again, eh? So as I said last week, we were leaving Skyrim. Elwynn's put his affairs in order in the old college. Should the worst happen while he's out here. And he's also had a bit of a change in terms of the standing stone that he has activated. We did have the Atronak stone on, Atronak, whatever you want to call it, but that was bugging out with the summonings, because the absorption aspect of it also absorbed the summons. So he's ditched that to the curb, and we now have the Lord Stone, I think it's called, giving us a bonus to our magic resistance and also to our armour instead. And that's pretty much it. Emptied our bags. And now here we are. Right, who are you? Sorry. So that's just want to outline that quickly.
Here do we toil.
Oh dear. Just a worker. What are we?
That we might remember.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Oh, we can't really. Oh, we can't. I don't want to tell people just yet. And he seems like a shady person. I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm not telling you. Yeah, whatever, pal. I'm not ready to talk just yet. I'm here simply looking at all the sight. What is this thing? Maybe he would have told us.
What brings you to Raven Rock?
Go away, you damn Urk. I am busy looking at this artifact, this thing.
What brings you to Raven Rock?
If you must know, I'm looking for someone named Miraak. Okay, now leave me alone.
Miraak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. That makes very little sense. Miraak's been dead for thousands of years.
Dead? Okay, so obviously Nilof's constant badgering just ground Elwynn down. No resolve, especially after being on a boat for any length of time. Dead? What do you mean dead?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Miraak's toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Okay. Well, that's very nice of him to give me information. So good job I told him. You see, Brelyna, I'm just very untrustworthy. I should. What are these people doing anyway? What is this thing?
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Okay, well, anything you can tell me about this place?
When the city of Vivek was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again.
Okay.
Are we done? I thought so.
You talk to me first, remember? Don't bloody make out that I'm holding you up. Hello? Hello?
What by day was stolen?
Brelyna, do you have any information about this? What could this possibly be? Oh, don't bloody hell. Hello?
Near to us.
Hello? They're just guards. Forget them. Forget them. They're building something and I don't know what it is. I'm sure I'll find out in due course. Right. Oh, this is very nice. Look at this. Hey. Oop. Wait a minute. Wait a second. We got an urn route. Okay, right. Okay, so, yes. Very, very interesting. Oh, look at that in the distance. What the hell? I don't think I want to find out what that is. Right, back to the Raven Rock settlement itself. A bit more exploration. Let's maybe even find an inn. See if we can speak to an innkeeper. They usually have all the gossip.
Now who then does he?
Right, well, seeing as we've already opened our clacker about the fact that we're looking for a Miraak, we might as well ask anybody that we can stumble across now. The secret's out. We've only been here 5 minutes. What's this? Severin Manor? I don't think we want to be barging into people's homes. Is there not an inn around here? The apothecary, perhaps?
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies?
Let's have a look.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Let's see what she's got on sale. Conjurer's elixir, deadly frenzy, all the usual fare. Nothing strange, nothing... Ooh, skirmishes, nothing. Let's have a look at the food. Tomato and wine. Okay, but I've brought spiced wine with me. I've always got a couple of bottles of spiced wine stashed away in this pack, just in case there's nothing decent to drink in these parts. Ashen grass pod. Ooh, that's new. Anything else? Emperor parasol moss. That's new. Scathe craw. That's new. Okay. So there are some ingredients over here that will be new to Elwynn, and although he's not going to be pursuing any more alchemy himself, the college supplies would certainly benefit from some of these materials, so he's going to be looking out for new stuff as he's wandering the world here in Solstheim. And some books as well. Nothing useful. Right, okay. So yeah, you've got some exotic ingredients here.
Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark.
Well, if I ever stumble across any, I could bring some back for you.
That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort.
Oh, no need, no need. Right, whilst I'm here speaking, I don't suppose you've ever heard of anybody by the name of Miraak, have you?
I don't think so, though it sounds like a name I've heard before.
Well, anything at all?
I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean?
It could mean that we need to go to the temple. That's what it could mean. Okay, well, nice talking to you, but where did you learn your alchemy skills?
After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit.
Morthal, eh? Why did you leave? Although I'm sure Elwynn could gather a few reasons himself. Dreadful place.
It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, We were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help.
So has this place needed help?
As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades.
Oh, well, that's nice. Nice knowing you. Nice getting to speak with you. I'll keep my eye out for those ingredients.
Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously hurt you when threatened.
Oh, don't worry. I'm quite able and capable of defending myself occasionally. And sometimes I'm not. Depends what mood I'm in. And right now, I'm in no mood to fight. By the looks of it, I can't even bloody shout at the right moment. Who are you?
Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods?
Ash-grown foods?
The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever.
I see. You don't need any sort of magic to grow foods in the ash?
No. Only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience.
Well, let me take a look. Some of this grub.
All sorts of useful things. Feel free to browse.
So, what's he selling? He's selling mainly food. Nothing. Ooh, what the hell is this? Like something we should be drinking, to be honest. Ooh. Okay, I'm just not seeing anything. Few drink receptacles, but nothing that Elwynn really fancies. Okay. Nah. Bit disappointing, really. I was expecting some new food. Netch leather. Is that what she wanted? Okay. We're not going to ask anybody else about Miraak right now.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Will do. But the inn, you don't know there's an inn round here, do you? Is there a local map? There is a local map. Come on, let's get a grip here. See where we're going, what's going on. There we go, local map. Right, here we are. Allah House, we've got the farm, abandoned building, okay. Glover Mallory's house, Morvain Manor, Morvain Ancestral Tomb, Severin Manor. What's this side? Corellia's house, some more tombs. There's gotta be an inn here, surely. Surely to goodness. Hello there!
Want to buy anything? Or just laugh at our misfortunes?
What are you selling?
The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need.
Really?
If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it.
So you're not the armourer, and you're not the potion master. So you're just a general store then. Right, well, where did you get all these items?
Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies. And the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up.
Okay. Well, let me have a quick peek.
Take a look.
Let's take a wee peeky. Anything of note? Just making sure there's nothing. Oh, apprentice robes of restoration, black robes, kiting boots. Looks like something out of a fancy dress bundle, doesn't it? Ugh, how hideous. Nothing, no. Potions, no. Food. Ingredients. Books. Bound sword. The Poison Song, Book 4. I think this is new. I'll take that. Everything else rubbish, but I'll take your books. You have a quick peek at this. I'm sure this is new. The Poison Song. It is book 4, so I think we need to find book 1, 2, and 3 before we read this. But,
You need any
thank you!
supplies?
Woohoo, Brelyna, I've got a new book! I come to a strange place, hunting down a potential Dragonborn who wants me dead, and I buy books. Okay, our house, right. Let's get a bit of a move on. What time is it? It's getting close to evening time. We could really do with finding an inn and resting up for the evening. That's what we could do with doing. And then in the morning we can head out, find out what the hell's going on. Maybe find that temple. Maybe find those Raven Rock Mine. Well, there's no reason to go in there just yet, do we? Okay. Go speak to the blacksmith. Maybe he wants us to go out and find some material for him as well, eh? The Retching Netch! Ah! This sounds like an inn to me. That's good. So we found a potential inn. Hello there! You're not done,
You haven't seen Crucius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
Pickaxe? Why all the fuss over a pickaxe? Just smith yourself a new one.
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe.
Oh.
They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
Well, neither do regular pickaxes, but anyway. Why don't you just summon the guards to find him?
I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Crucius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
Okay. So what exactly is an ancient Nordic pickaxe?
It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is.
Stalrim?
Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Crucius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it.
Stalrim? Is that some kind of ore?
Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that.
And, I assume it's rare?
I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do.
Interesting. And how did you exactly end up in Raven Rock? You don't look like you're from around these parts originally.
A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften.
And who taught you then?
I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armorsmith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since.
Okay. Well, he seems like a nice enough chap. I don't suppose you've ever heard of somebody by the name of Miraak, have you?
No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name.
Well, yes or no?
I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this.
Okay, this is weird.
You tell Crucius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Okay, I will do. This is strange. Brelyna? Is it just me, or is something strange going on around here? I mentioned that name Miraak, and people almost like lose their senses. Oh, I think I've heard the name, but I'm not sure. I might have done. Temple in the middle of the island could be linked to him. I don't know how I know that, but I know it.